What's up everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin and the alts as always. Hope you're all doing very well today. Normally the sound should be working well. It's telling me it's working. Sorry, so first of all we're going to update Bitcoin. Well, nothing crazy happened since Wednesday, by the way. We've just got a bit of a rise, but again, what was the data needed here to push higher? It was simply here the longs getting stopped out, really. I mean, the longs closing or getting stopped out. So we've got a rise. The longs, as you can see here, did not really close it here. We just got a bit of a move down first of all, but we still got this almost 30, more than 30 million here of longs not closed. Just 2 seconds, please. Alright, sorry. So yeah, we've got a 30 million plus longs coming in here. We've got the rise. None of the longs here really was closing. We just got even more longs on the top. You can see almost, well, 3.5 million plus 3.8 million, almost 4 million here. So just even more longs. As I said, if we have to rise and push a lot higher, we have to get these longs closing here. It did not happen, so we just came back down here, and so well we just got even more longs all the time. You can see here 10 million, 5 million here, another 20 million here, another 8 million here, another 8 million here, almost just millions and millions and millions and millions and millions opening all the time. So well, here we go, we took the low now. Okay, that's why the order flow is very useful. So now that we took the lows, do we have any big longs coming in? I have no idea, I didn't check it out. Well, not for the moment. That's pretty cool. It's a bit better, but now the thing is we need a bit of, well, I mean, the MCO reaction, for example. We have a bit of a front run at the moment of the first target. So it's not the best. It will be better to hit that. But yeah, for the moment, we don't have any MCO reaction on any time frame. So just gonna check here on the 30-second time frame. Yeah, so the best here will be to, well, get the good long reaction that we don't have for the moment. Okay, so the support here remained the same. Before to continue, by the way, we have some news today. Okay, at 2:30 UTC plus 2, we have the non-farm payrolls, and so this is not all the time, we cannot be sure 100%, but this is most of the time moving the market. So be aware of this. This is more for scalpers, really. If you want to be aware of a possible volatility move, well, here is, you have the possible time for today. So now let's go on the daily time frame first of all and update the levels. So we have one new daily a little lower than the one we have right there, so we can just duplicate that just right here. Let's log this again, and that's it. Now we can simply move on EGLD and add the EGLD levels with the naked session path control, BAM TPO, and the DNPOC daily naked path control. So I'm just gonna wait for this to load. What do we have first of all? Naked session path control. Right, so let's see here. Well, we just have one on the top here, so it's 56.810. So we take the red level. That is a volume path control, not the time path control. So what I said, 56.810. All right, so let's take that. Naked session path control, 56.810, right? Yes, perfect. So this is the first level we have. And by the way, right there, live chat. Gonna do it again so it's on the low. So good morning to you all. Good to see you back here. Big news today, going to be interesting. Well, I hope, mate, that will be cool to get finally some big volatility, to get something really interesting to trade, because for the moment it's kind of boring, not gonna lie. Oh man, that will be lovely, not gonna lie. That will bring us with a lovely discount on the alts. Not saying that I'm going to bite the dip, depending on Bitcoin, of course. But yeah, that will be lovely, not gonna lie, to get some low prices on the alts too, and so we can get a nice discount to buy even more. If of course Bitcoin managed to get something bullish, because if Bitcoin is just dropping even more and more and more and more and keep dropping, there is no reason to long anything really, and we just have to wait for Bitcoin to be ready for a bounce. And good morning to you, mate. So naked session path control, we are done. Now we can look for the TPOs. The TPOs, it was hit during the night, so personally here I was sleeping, so we don't have to add this on the chart. The DNPOC, it was the same. Oops, not 49, 50. Just gonna check here the TX1. We have none. All right, so we have not so much levels to add on the chart today. Well, it's pretty cool, not gonna lie, because we already have a lot of levels on the chart here. So let me just log that. And so this now, well, this is still a very good target for the resistance, okay, for a big short. Problem is it's a bit high, okay, the 61886%. If we drop more, it's gonna lower this again, so it might change. So I'm gonna just delete this, but yeah, don't forget that resistance, it's still something to be aware of. Okay, just gonna remove that from my chart because we're dropping at the moment, so there is no reason really to keep this for the yet. I'm going to add some resistance back when we're going to rise, really. Okay, because if we keep dropping, well, we're just going to add a resistance, delete it, add a resistance, delete it. So it's not very useful. Sorry. All right. So well, what can I say? We just have one support below, the one we have planned below here. The SFP was banned, as I said. We've got too many longs, so back down we are. Now we just need to wait for this to be hit. Don't forget, okay, Bitcoin is tricky, so if we have to make a tricky level approach, just gonna move this a bit more on the right. Let's go with 600. If we have to make something tricky, okay, it's like the level approach you have in there. Exo charts, you have the level approach. Normally in here you have a nice summary below, but I'm not yet. You have to watch the video to really to get everything, but it's the most complex level approach. Right? It's a lose plus fake and reclaim. This approach is also for swing £30. Okay, not all the time, but it can be. Just 2 seconds, please. Sorry. So yeah, here the thing is, if we have to make something tricky here, it is what I was saying in the last update. We can absolutely hit the target, okay, and bounce from here. That would be the most easier thing. Now Bitcoin is the biggest cryptocurrency, so it's happening very often that we do something tricky on Bitcoin. So if we have to do something tricky, just mark out these levels below, okay. And what we can do here is simply, for example, fall below the support. Okay, well, maybe down to these levels or just to the bottom really of the target. Flip the most, well, the support really, if we can say that. Go below the support, flip the support into resistance, make a retest or a new low. It depends what data we have on the retest. Okay, so it's either we do a retest, we get the good data for a bounce, so we manage to reclaim, flip to support and bounce. Otherwise, and that's why it is also for the swing £30. Okay, it's probably also for a swing £30 because we can also take the low just once more, SFP or FA as always, failed auction, and then we manage to reclaim with better data, flip to support and get acceptance higher. So it's not all the time touch the support, bounce. We can go below, flip to resistance, retest, rise, reclaim, flip to support and bounce, or go below, flip to resistance, make one more new low, swing £30 failed auction, reclaim, flip to support and bounce. We just need to read the order flow on what's happening on the low, and this will give us the answer if you have to long or not. Because the thing is, if nothing bullish is happening in here with the tricky level approach or in the support we have done, well, there is nothing below here, so we're simply going to see another drop. It is very likely that we're going to see, it's not 100% sure, but it is very likely that we are going to see a new low made on Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, that's a very key support we are having at the moment. And if we start dropping below this, well, the cool thing is we already have planned these levels for, well, I don't know how long, but it was already planned when it was on that low here. Okay, so we got the rise, we got the drop into our first target. So now I'm gonna well, no, I'm gonna leave it like this. If we have to not hold the support we have just below and not get anything bullish in this, we can simply look for a new low. And if we make a new low, as always, what we have to look for first of all is simply a swing £30 or a failed auction. Okay, so we have a low, we take it, we reclaim it directly, we leave it with a wick like this only. Okay, we just do a wick like this below that previous line, we manage to close above and then get the good long reaction, and here we go, pump it up. If we don't manage to get a swing £30, we can just, for example, break this down, get acceptance really below, spend some time, form something bullish on the order flow, and we manage to reclaim, and there we go, come back up. These are the two-level approach, okay, two approach really, where we take a high or a bottom, either a failed auction, either a swing £30. Okay, this is as simple as that. So to speak here, if there is no any swing £30 or failed auction on this bottom, we're simply going to see a drop into 43,000 minimum. 43,000 is not the biggest support, but we do have some few levels there. I've just marked it here, the biggest one, really the most important one, but yeah, this is not the biggest support ever. In any case, if we drop from here, the first support we are going to be aware of is 43,000. So we still talk about a nice 10, 11, 12% drop. This is big, not gonna lie. And yeah, this one is not, if this one is not holding, we're simply going to see another drop into, well, between 38,500 down to 35,300. Okay, this one here is very big because we have the 61886% of the full big previous uptrend, plus a big level monthly path control, plus value area high, and we are almost, I mean, we are also taking a low. Okay, so this is a very, very, very big zone of support. As I said before, if you want to play some limits, you do whatever you want. Personally, I'm not sure I'm going to do this because it's very risky to try to catch a falling knife like this. But these are some very big zone of support on the high time frame, so you can if you want to. Okay, now the stop loss will be really, really, really lower because we can do some massive wicks, such as, for example, this. You have a support plan, you do a massive move down, you go into it, but you do a big wick below and you then reclaim. So just be aware of that. The stop loss have to be really well placed. Okay, yeah, if we start breaking below this big support, well, we have another big support just below. If you go on the log scale, you have the same 61886%, but you take the setting of the FIB levels based on log scale. Well, you have the 61886% into the next support we have planned. Okay, so if I remove the log scale here, you can see 61886 is here above. If I add the log scale, it will be into this target here. So log scale like this, and you have the next target. So these two support here are very, very, very big. I will really mark this out on my chart. Well, in any case, I will mark out all the levels here on my chart, but these two ones here are very, very big. Okay, so you have on a bigger time frame, not saying this will be a swing, but if we drop big, you do have these possible long trades. Okay, the first one right here, and then you have the next one around there. Okay, so between, well, 28,100 down to the top of the previous channel here, that is around 25,300. Okay, this can bring us with some nice long trades. Again, what I was drawing before, you of course, so these are the two biggest support we have, but you of course have this one right here that is not the best level at all, so I'll be a bit careful with that one. Okay, but still be aware of it. And first of all, of course, you have the SFP, so you have all these longs to be aware of, but these two ones are the biggest ones all the way down. Okay, so now there is nothing more to update really on this. Well, to talk maybe about the wave, well, nothing changed. As I said, I told you the data I wanted for the 123. We never got the data, so, well, you've got no reason to long, so you've got the drop. So now we can start from something bullish. We're still around the 123. As I say, now we don't have too much longs at the same place, so it's better, but we need the MCR reaction to bounce, and for the moment, well, we don't have it. That's a bit of a problem. So if we still raise from here with not too much longs, we can simply look for an increase in price. Okay, we just let it go, and it's gonna do a retest at some point. For example, if we have to rise from here, we can look maybe for an increase in price. We, in that case, from here, we're going to get a retest, so we can get, for example, a retest. I don't know where really, maybe on the current naked session path control of the London session here, or we can get, I don't know, some volume levels here. I don't know what we have here all the way down. Where is the value though? Well, yeah, like this, for example. Okay, if we manage to reclaim this value area low, we just get a rise, we get a retest, and from that retest here, we get the good long reaction, and so here we go, pump it up, and we can look for high prices, for example. Okay, this is the process really, if we have to bounce with nothing crazy good for a long. Okay, otherwise, if we don't bounce from here, well, simply wait for the next support. And well, in terms of resistance, if we have to rise from here still, because in case we have to do it, just gonna, by the way, I was on the wave, but moving back to the levels, sorry. If we have to rise from here, well, first of all, yeah, definitely we have this. Otherwise, we can look simply for the next big 61886% really. Yeah, so first of all, we have, okay, I'm not taking the small resistance for scalpers, really. We do have the naked session path control, for example, value are high. All the levels here are some good capping levels. But here, for example, the first big, if we can say that, resistance is really the full downtrend here, path control with all the confluence. We have the 61886%, a DNPOC just above, a daily, a TPO at the same place. So we have many levels here. If we start breaking this, we do have a small resistance up here, okay, but the best way to go above the high is to really take all the stops and not stop like this before a new high. Now, if we have to be, for example, bearish and keep dropping like this, make a new long Bitcoin, we can keep a bearish market structure. So, for example, I mean, so to speak, make some high, lower high, lower high. So, for example, reclaim, but still end up in a lower high. Or, for example, go there and still end up in a low. Well, that will break the market structure, by the way. So Yeah, this is still one to be aware of. We do have a few levels there, and then we have this one right here. There is a, well, a big one still, because we are taking some few stop last year. So yeah, these are the three resistance in case we have to rise from here. Please don't forget, if we do this and then we reclaim, the targets are going to change, because the 620 66% is going to be a lot lower, so it's going to change everything. Okay, just in case we have to rise directly from here, so you know what target to look for. So the wave, yeah, so if we have to go below, well, we can look for the 1618, simply the target we have planned, reach the bottom of the target we have planned. Nothing changing much. And if we drop from here, okay, because for now I'm taking a wave 1, 2 as I said, but the premise on a lot of alts, we are having more, I mean, we are not really bullish, not gonna lie. We've got an ABC zigzag to the upside, so to speak, this right here, this is a 5 ways correction, 5 ways, ABC zigzag, and so normally it's a correction to go more down. So the alts are, I mean, I'm not talking for every single alt, but most of them are not really bullish. Okay, we've got more likely a correction to go more down. So I'd not be surprised to see a new low made on this, and so that's a bit the reason why I'm a bit careful with the Bitcoin wave, with, I mean, being that bullish. Now the thing is, what I was saying also in the last update, nothing changed so much, to be honest with you. We can, for example, just be range bound on Bitcoin, just hit some few low targets, be range bound, and for example, the alts, while Bitcoin is doing this, are going to make one more new low, and when the new low is made, well, everything is going to become bullish, and so we can start to look for the wave 3. Okay, for the wave 3 or 5 next. So yeah, this is something possible, but yeah, I'm a bit careful with such massive bullish impulse if you hit to the upside. I'm really a bit careful longing, what I was saying in the last update. I'm just waiting for better data. Now the low is a bit better, because we don't have, as I said, too much longs. We are more of this closing, I mean, stopping some shorts here. So that's pretty better, but now the premise, we need the long reaction that we don't have yet, okay? And if we don't have it, we still rise, as I said, look for the retest on the levels planned, okay? So, well, there is nothing more to update on Bitcoin, okay? Just, well, if we drop, this is a 1618 of the C wave, okay? If we hit that and get no reaction, we go below, touch the 200%, I'm simply going to switch to this. Okay, what I was saying also in the last update, so to speak, here a W, an X, and a Y wave to the downside. And here, surprise, surprise, the fibs of the Y wave match perfectly the levels we have planned. So to speak here, first of all, we look for an SFP. Well, first of all, we have an SFP or a failed auction as always, and then we have the 1620 around 43,000, and surprise, surprise, we have the next target here, 43,000. So everything matched perfectly, to be honest with you. Everything is planned. Now we just need to wait for better data, for the reaction on the order flow, and yeah, that's it really. We just need to wait for this and see what is going to happen really. Okay. So, and if we really get a big drop from here, okay, just in case we go, for example, and touch the 200%, I will switch to something really big normally to the downside. That is not this double EXY, okay, not that one here. So from this top to this bottom to this top, it's simply, bam, this top to this bottom to this top, okay, and the double EXY before is already done. Now this is in case we really drop big, so you know what to take, you're not surprised, you know the wave we are in, all of this. But until this happen, okay, we can look still for that at the moment. But I'm a bit careful with the impulse, as I said. Okay, and if we drop big, bam, this. In case we take the low, we are ready, we know what to take, we don't have to think about it any of the time. So that's it really, not much to add on this. We do have also, if you remember good here, some MC strat targets below, so be aware of that. These ones here are untapped for a while, so just be aware of that. The blue one here is partially filled, so it's not the strongest one, but we have one just below. We have some lows just below here, you can see, so it is possible that we go take the stops. If we go take the stops, as always, we either do a flip to resistance. If we manage to hold this as resistance, that's a short trade, it's gonna fall again. If we now manage to get acceptance above, and we do, in that case, well, as soon as you get acceptance above, really, that's a long trade. You pull the same you pull the take profit from your entry, and the same stop loss again from the bottom here of the MC strat target. Okay, oh, by the way, yeah, like this. Yeah, that's the process really of this. And well, if we just do this, bam, and never come back, well, that's a loss, and that's it really. What can I say? It happens sometimes. It's very rare that we do this for such untapped targets, but well, it's trading rate. It's not impossible. I don't know if you have any questions on Bitcoin. Otherwise, we can maybe move on some few hours. Oh yeah, by the way, I've done some PEPE analysis on my side. So these are the wave I'm taking, but there are a few different configurations possible. So these are the targets with some different fib pools. In any case, there is a real big difference. We have some nice, 3 nice targets here all the way down. So if you want, for example, to put some limits or to DCA in PEPE coin, well, here is, you have your targets now. So the first one is coming around. So well, I'm gonna let you check the price. There are way too many zeros. These are the targets with the fibs, and with the levels, it's absolutely, I mean, almost exactly the same. You just have a few here resistance above. Okay, some big resistance. If you want to pause a stream, mark out all these levels on your chart with the support and everything, so you're ready in case we drop or in case we pump, so you're not surprised. The first sign of strength here is on PEPE coin will be a reclaim here of this value area low. Okay, if we manage to reclaim that, I don't want to see any swing flip panel failed auction of this. Otherwise, that will fall again. That will be a rejection, and it's a sign of weakness for me. Okay, so this right here is already a big sign of weakness for me on PEPE coin, simply because we just rejected. I'm gonna place it approximately this full downtrend here, value area low, and well, this is a big sign of weakness, not gonna lie. So yeah, for a sign of strength, I would like to see this value area low, reclaim it, and this top taken with no swing through power failed auction. If we don't do this, we can look for the higher prices next, at least for a path control, normally value area high. Okay. So these are the support below, and these are the wave we can look for. I don't have the exact answer for the last drop here, because if we're in a wave, well, that brings us right now with a double EXY down, so it doesn't really make sense. That's a bit the problem we're having, but in any case, well, the targets plan below, that's the most important. So, well, if you want to buy PEPE coin, you now have the targets, right? PEPE coin, I like also EGLD. Normally, I don't have any TA on that at the moment, but I do like that one here because it's close to 0. I mean, it's well, close to 0. It's not that close, but what was that? Oh yeah, well, okay, we just rejected here the 1-to-1 extension. Just gonna move everything here on the right. Not everything, by the way. I'm gonna keep that right here. What is this? W. Yep, W, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, so you can move this on the right. Yips. Well, yeah, these are the same targets than before, not gonna lie. So if you want to DCA, well, here we go. What we can do here is simply pull another extension here. No real big difference. Yeah, it's the same really. Just have a 1618 there, but we will add this later if we have to drop that down. So for example here, this can be, well, these are the DCA targets really, if you want to. Now again, don't forget there are no any financial advice. If crypto is dying, well, everything is going to go to absolutely 0, and that's it really. But well, that's not the plan yet for the moment. So yeah, this is a DCA, and well, yeah. Otherwise, what do we have? NOT, but NOT we still didn't reach any target at the moment. We have so all the targets below. Okay. METIS is also very good. Here we ended up here again in an ABC zigzag and not an impulsive. Okay, so not a 1, 2, 3, but an ABC. And so again, that's a correction to come down. So we can look for the lower targets plan like this. Can that be a wave 4, by the way? Well, possibly, but it's a massive wave 4, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't like this too much, not gonna lie. This is absolutely crazy big. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy big. Well, yeah, there is not much to update, to be honest with you. All the targets below already plan on most of the hours, so I think we're good for today. I don't know if you have any requests or something, really. Let me know in the chat, otherwise we're done. Let me know if you have a few requests or something. Otherwise, we're good for today. It will be a 30-minute live stream. Well, not too long. Not very long at all, but well, there's nothing more to say. And so now we do have some fireways up right now. Let me see. Weird 5 waves down. Okay. Yeah, well, if we don't, I mean, if we don't rise directly from here to, you know, to do a retest later because we don't have some crazy data at the moment, we can do a retest now. So if we do a retest, we'll have first of all here an SFP of that low. Okay. If we don't manage to get this on the order flow, is nothing good really for a long. We can look simply for a drop down to, well, that low right here, okay, with the 6.86% plus the value low. And if this is not holding, we don't have any good data, well, look for the next target plan to be hit, really, at the very least. Okay, so to speak, the support below here. Gonna go on the one, or gonna be much easier like this. So the support we have planned really here to be hit. Okay, but otherwise for scalpers, these are the targets we can look for. Okay, so below that low, and then we'll have around there with the value low and 6.86% plus this weak bottom here. Okay, so yeah, I don't see anything more in the chat right now. So I guess I think that we're good. We're done for today. Not much to update. So thank you all for watching. I wish you all a nice weekend ahead. Take care of you. Don't forget some news today at 2:30 p.m. UTC +2. Non-farm payroll. So this is, again, not all the time, but most of the time we're in the market. So be aware of this. And if you want to get the MC Strat target, simply go in this code. You have everything for free here. You go into the MC Strat channel here, and you have all the MC Strat targets in the channel, really. So feel free to go and check this out. And if you want to know how to trade this, simply go into the MC Strat channel again, pin that message, and you'll find out the message where you have all the instructions really on how to trade this. Anyways, have a brilliant day ahead. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one. Cheers.